Hello, welcome back to Stock Shark. Next week trading action for the week of 20th September 2021. Let's dive into SPY. Um, as we talked about last week, market, in indigestion mode, that waiting for FOMC meeting outcome that's stated to be next week, next Wednesday. So it's a lot of confusion going on about when would Fed start tapering. So that impacts the broader market. So until clarity emerges, hopefully the Wednesday evening, probably after Mr. J. Paul conference, we would get some sort of clarity. Until then, market would be wavering and. Right now, it's exactly closed at 50-day moving average. That is the support since beginning of the year. It's finding the support, then resuming the uptrend. We talked about that in detail, like every 19th, around 19th of every month, May, June, July 19th, August 19th, it dipped. Now it's September 19th again. It's dipped. So hopefully, if this pattern is valid, it should resume its uptrend. So I'm expecting still market to go up, resume uptrend. The COVID cases are definitely peaking. Vaccines are working, and I don't see any reason to be kind of bearish. But technical picture, definitely we have to look at. One is, I'm looking at the support 435. That's last month June July peak. That would act as a support. If it breaks 435, then very careful because it may reach all the way to downside 200-day moving average 410. I'm not expecting that it would slide down to 410. If at all, if next 3 days, Monday to Wednesday, just before FOMC meeting, it could dip below 435 or so. I'm strongly anticipating that it would resume its uptrend after that FOMC meeting to new all-time high. Probably in another 3-4 weeks. That is what I'm anticipating. RSI doesn't look good. It's on the neutral zone right now, 42. If it breaks to 35 here, RSI, watch it. Then market is, definitely a bearish mode. But so far, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. ADX again has turned a bearish. MACD, MACD also turning slightly bearish. If it finds support here, if it resumes uptrend, then we should be good. Let's see how it turn around next week. What are the next week events we are watching closely? So one is FOMC decision at 2 p.m. Hopefully, they should supposed to clearly say about when they would be stopping the tapering. At least by end of this year, that is what it is indicated. I'm not anticipating any rate increase at least by end of 2022 or by end of 2023. That's why I'm still bullish. Also, I'll be looking at new home sales on Friday. Generally, we don't pay much attention to this type of news like new home sales and all. But I'm thinking new home sales are also important going forward to gauge the inflation trend. So Friday, 24th September, watch it out, new home sales. It might move the market if new home sales are picking up really fast. I don't think it would pick up really fast because price point is very high right now all over US. It's been increased 10 to 40%. So that would put brake on new home sales. Let's see how it turn around to be. VIX closed at 20.81. I don't feel comfortable at all. As I said previously, anything above 20 is something we should be cautious. Closely watch this VIX. If it again going back to 24, 25, then the internals are deteriorating. If it again closes below 2019, then we have a hope that market will resume uptrend. I'm also looking at Bitcoin because Bitcoin is more of like a risk on trade. If so much risk off coming in, that is bearish mood coming into broader market, I think Bitcoin would dive down, or in other words, slide to 30 to 35K. That's why I closely watch crypto, whether you invest or not. I told you before in my prior videos, there are a lot of correlation between this crypto asset and broader market, because a lot of margin lending happening on this crypto, on the $1 trillion asset class. That's why I'm watching closely the Bitcoin price. Right now it's approaching towards 50K, which is very encouraging. Now oil trading around $72. If any recession or anything coming market, if market anticipate that, the oil shouldn't be trading not more than $50-$55 per barrel. So $72 is still encouraging, and if it is going up, then pretty much we can assume that market would rally towards end of the year. Then watch closely Apple shares. Last week event, you might have noticed it failed to impress the new line of products, whatever they introduced last week, like iPhone 13 and all. I don't think people would upgrade to that new version. It doesn't look like we compelled to upgrade. It doesn't look attractive at all. So so closely watching Apple is very important. It might impact the broader market because it's one of the biggest market cap companies in the world. So that's why closely watch this Apple. So that's all about next week events. Let's move on to our individual stock that we have been looking around. Affirm Holding, it's looked like going like textbook procedure. It went all the way to 125. Then we mentioned about this. It will slide back to 110 or so this last week, and it did so. I'm strongly anticipating that this will be resuming uptrend. It has strong support at 99, but if it breaks 99, then there's huge gap close coming here at 74. But buy now pay later model is picking up like anything. Every bank looking after that type of model. The credit score, credit cards are dying. That's one of the impact due to COVID, I would say. Millennials, they don't like credit score or credit card. So BNPL model is here to stay, at least for next few years. This will be multi-bagger FM molding. I strongly believe this will be touching this all-time high of 145 at least by end of this year. This will be resuming uptrend to 200 to $220 in next 1 year. So long term, it's a lot of promise out there because of their tie-up with Walmart as well as Amazon. The growth potential is enormous for FM right now. And the chart, everything looks very bullish. I don't see any bearish signal at all. But being said that, watch at the support 99. If it breaks down from 99, then it's approaching 74. Then I would definitely put a lot of money on this. If it ever reaches back to 74, I'd buy a lot for long term. But for now, I think this will be resuming uptrend. Let's move on to Facebook. Facebook right now sitting at 50-day moving average, and it's exactly closed around 364. I'm looking at this will be actually support one is 364. That is their 50-day moving average. It will be breaking down to 354. That is where it has a strong support. Watch this Facebook closely because advertisement revenues are going down. RSI is not bullish. Momentum is not bullish. Everything is going down. Watch closely. I'm expecting this will be going down. It's very much hyped stock for now. It's highly valued, but technicals also breaking down. I would be buyer if it reaches around 350, 354. Next one is IWM weekly. I pulled weekly candle instead of daily candle to avoid noise. If Fed start talking about tapering, this will be really sliding down big. But for now, the technical picture shows this is going down. I see that it support at 50-day moving average around 210. Still rates are very low. That is a key for survival of small cap companies. So it will resume uptrend from 210. But for now, I anticipate that this will be going down. That's all, folks, for now. If you like my channel, please subscribe to it. And until next week, take care. Thanks.